and gets the fend away. Makes it look so simple, and it is oh so effective. There's a wave of black jerseys bearing down on them, and the fastest of them all in and away, and off she goes again. Michaela Break from long-term injury. Thavudu trying on the wrap around. The bounce is good for Sesaniele Donu, and she's got open territory in front of it. Miller chasing, Miller can't hang on, and Fiji do get one. A well-deserved try for Sesaniele Donu. Fijiana's back, regardless of how this finishes up. And speaking of back, well, here's a new face. Maya Davis, 18 years old, a professional athlete for 4 weeks, and is now going to score a brilliant solo try in the final. And look at the team round upon the teenager. New Zealand will just keep applying that rugged, heavy pressure, and they'll get one more. The defensive work of Hirini and the try for Mahina Paul to put a bow on an emphatic win.
The Los Pumas have been crowned the HSBC Vancouver Sevens champions after defeating South Africa 19 points to 12. Luciano Gonzalez was in.
This is what they're after. We'll see if Argentina can. This is what they're after. We'll see if Argentina can. And the innovation that comes with it, and the pressure also. Perhaps some of these speedsters to try and get on the outside. This is what they're after. We'll see if Argentina can add to that. Gareth Rees with Molaina here, bringing all the action from inside BC Place. Over the weekend, we've had 58,664 attend. This is the final piece on the men's side. They've stolen the ball, and look at the pace through the middle. Over the top it goes. This could be the start. Nice fend. Second fend, still on his feet. The youngster, Shilton. Sorry. Norte, what a run. Leeds is in, he's on it. He moves it wide. The skip pass. Unmarked, out wide. Shakes, says Zopi. Wow. Quick tap, Manetta off the field. Argentina, 2025 HSBC Vancouver Sevens champions.
Oh, look how much it means to them too.
And Spain defeated the Fiji Airways men's sevens team 22 points to 7 in the third playoff of the Vancouver Sevens. Fiji scored first through Joseva Taladolo before Spain replied for a 12 points to 7 lead at halftime. In the second half, Spain increased the tempo of the game to score 2 more tries for the 22 points to 7 win. Here is how Spain destroyed Fiji's hope in Vancouver.
But they're a hungry team, a team that will battle you till the bitter end. Look out here, getting through, and there's one of the big fellas up front. Here they go. Talatholo puts it down. Nope, there's the ball delivered, and there goes Spain getting their first points of the match. Moreno trying to get free. Moreno breaking away, and Moreno will take in his second try in this match and give Spain the lead. Penalty on Fiji. Quickly they go. Lopez plays it in and right through. Getting through there is plays it into the hands of Legaburu outside. Got a chance here at the corner, and this one will go down. Put down right there.
Earlier in the semi-finals, the Fiji Sevens men's team bowed out in the race to claim the HSBC Vancouver Series title after failing short 12 points to 10 against South Africa in the semi-final. The Osea Kolinisau coach side were off to a good start when Chochi Nasova ran over the line to put points first for Fiji. However, that celebration was short-lived after he was yellow-carded for dangerous tackle, and South Africa was also one man down after Sebastian Job was also penalized and given the red card, and Fiji led 5-0 in the first half. South Africa came back stronger in the second half to put their first point on the board, and Fiji's skipper Jerry Matana scored their second try for a 10 points to 5 lead before Donovan Don sealed the last try with a conversion for South Africa at full time, winning by 12 points to 10. Argentina is now leading the HSBC 7 Series points table after winning the Vancouver Sevens. Argentina is in first place with 68 points, and they are followed in second place by Spain with 64 points after they defeated Fiji in the third place playoff. The Fiji Sevens team is now in third place with 62 points, and South Africa Vancouver Sevens. All of the HSBC 7 Series team will now start preparation for the Hong Kong Sevens. While tracking to gale force winds affect the northern and eastern parts of the group, and the forecast for Vatoa and Onilau expect gale to strong force winds with wind speeds up to 65 kilometers per hour to 110 kilometers per hour, with gusts up to 90 kilometers per hour to 155 kilometers per hour. Winds gradually easing to strong to gale and wind speed up to 75 kilometers per hour and gusts up to 100 kilometers per hour by later today. Winds further increasing to fresh to strong winds, speeds up to 55 kilometers per hour and gusts by midnight tonight. Periods of rain, heavy at times, and squally thunderstorms, high for very brief moment, and also rough to very rough seas for midnight tonight. For Mode, Como, Namukelau, and Kambara, Fulanga, and Onia, expect strong gale force winds with strong winds up to 45 kilometers per hour and 85 kilometers per hour. We've got more coming up straight after this. A very good morning to all of you. Hey, remember how you were saying that you learned most of the other bit so that he can be with us this morning? We've got the artistic director of Prima Navia. How are you, sir? Sunya Soko, no stranger to breakfast. You've been here a couple of times, and if it is up to me, we'll have various organizations. Tell us a little bit about Prima Navia for those that have been living under the rock and have not heard much about Prima Navia.
Man, first and foremost, I'm sorry for not
That's okay, don't worry about it.
We'll make you make it up today, so stand by.
Yes, Prima Navia is a collaboration between two groups. A choir from the village of Nakorovo in Rewa, and that is conducted by my small sister, and Prima Voce, which is a group that I direct here in Suva. So we've merged the two. And Prima Voce, Manavia, is we've called our group Prima Navia. We started last year, and it hasn't been a year yet. It'll be a year in July. Right now, it's Prima Navia we're literally trying to stretch ourselves from singing choral to really how should I say this? Really focusing on the choir, but also giving the chance to give a platform for individual soloists. Like we have a few young girls who really can sing as a solo artist. So we're pushing them onto the mainstream as well. And before they go for they record any song, it's literally upskilling them and training them. I think that's very important right now. A lot of people feel like, if they're talented and they have this great voice, they put them right into this platform where they become artists, but they tend to forget that before becoming a professional artist, there's this period of time where they get trained. Because that's how I had seen and was also trained in Korea. You really have to like every athlete. Of course, there are talented athletes out there, like great swimmers, great athletes, but the talent with the training, and that should also apply in music as well. We have a lot of talents in Fiji, but we just don't have the knowledge. We don't have the training, and that it's so sad to see that a lot of kids lose out on opportunities. And it's not just for that moment, it's for that longevity to give our kids a great platform, not only for now, but in the future as well.
You know, what I love about Prima Nave is the fact that you are not just a choir. It's individually, they are strong singers. And coming together is just a melodious, I don't even know, is that a word?
Yes, it is.
I went fully into like superhero mode because it was like by your powers combined.
Yes, that is so true.
This was born.
That is so true.
And I feel like what you've brought to this scene is not just a combination and a beautiful collaboration, but sustainability.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like you're training them up
Yes.
and you're teaching them the value of being part of something greater than yourself.
Yes.
You know,
That is so
matching
true.
your sound to a choir
Yes.
as opposed to
Yes.
just singing.
Just
Because, you know, I can sing on my own.
Okay.
I think it's brilliant.
Sure.
Thank God you can sing better than Terita. He's
Oh
been
my
trying.
God. Okay.
Ability to connect with others and to collaborate beautifully,
Yes.
but understand that you are part of something greater.
Yes.
And I think you've just
That
done a
is so true.
fantastic
Thank you.
job with
Thank
that.
you so much.
And look, you're everywhere. I think every time I pull up Facebook, John Apted is putting up a live feed of Prima Navia.
Thank you.
What's some of the greatest challenges you've actually had in this, not just collaboration, but returning to Fiji?
The lack of the facilities that we don't have, institutions that can really help nurture the talents. And I think this is something that the government should really look on. A lot of kids, not everybody's a lawyer, not everybody's an accountant, not everybody's a doctor. And I feel like we're lacking in the arts space. A lot of these artists, when you see them, they come from families that are very talented. Like their mom can sing, their dad can sing, the whole family can play and sing. But it's just because they love music, they've been able to learn it. As back in Korea, people have to go to school to learn it. Like you go to academies, you go to the universities. If we can actually have institutions in Fiji, it'll really boost not only the talents, but it'll pull in this area where I feel we're still not tapping into right now. I think the mainstream music that we have in Fiji that's pulling in money into the country, but this is also another way to get in a lot of opportunities into Fiji, the music industry, and also music. I can say academic in music.
Okay.
Yes.
We were working together during.
Yes.
And during the auditions, I can see him. We hear something, and he hears something, and he's like, "No, that one's got potential." And I'm standing down the corner, and I'm like, maybe I should sing in front of him so that he can pick up the potential in me. I feel it to take a lot of work for him to pull.
I'm really worried. Really worried.
But where did you learn that skill? Where did that skill come from? Where you can hear something different, and you can work with this person, he can become great, and it shows in every singer that you got in Prima Navia.
Well, of course, my life changed when I went to Korea. I spent 12 years. So my whole life, for those 12 years, it revolved around music. Music was day in, vocal training was day in, and I had with a lot of teachers. Like I had my vocal coach, I had my music coach, and then we had a language coach. So we had an coach, Italian diction coach.
Mai le tautua le ala talua le KVZK TV, Pango America Samoa. You are watching KVZK TV Channel 2, Pango American Samoa.
Tato tapua ile tuele ne fiafie fai winale por kalamia ne foi tanga wenga male ne yo televo ko levo na fuafua ma faatauina o le a tatou amata i le viiga o le atua e ono le pese tatou te pese ai ono le pese. O te whetauina nisi upo mele whianga pai ale tua. Me mai ia tāwita. O te mana tua ngā nuenga leli. E monu. O te matua mana tua o wā venga na mua. O te mana tuna te fo ia o ngā nuenga uma. O te mawhau whau I mea na e whaia. Le atuae. Pa ia la malo wala. O ise atua e siri siri e tusa ma le tua. O e lava le atua o le whai wawenga. Whai lolo mano si nu. O lo aona e whaula ina ai lo nu. Ma le whanaunga I a kopo ma Iosefa. Whamanino ma whamala malama. I le nganga o le ria na fionga o tatou whitou wai. O tusi le san tatou whitou wai. O tusi a salamo tak.
For the summer course after my master's program. And I met this vocal coach. He's one of the university professors. After having a few lessons, and he said, "Where are you from?" I said, "My goodness, I'm from Fiji." And he said, "Okay." Our lesson wasn't going well, actually. He said, "I'm not finding. I can't hear your natural tone. I can't hear your." It's in Italian. It's called naturale, and he said, "I'm not hearing that natural tone. Your voice. Can you speak in Fijian? Just introduce yourself." So I was like surprised.